Welcome back to Rank Amateur Garage. I'm Jeremy. We're going to do stuff on this today. Now we're under the Jeep. You'll notice that I have not a stock transfer case, cross member, skid plate. I have a Undercover Fabworks ultra high clearance. But up here, you can see, I can't see from where I'm at. We have the fill plug right here, right there. And down here, behind this lip, right here, is the drain plug. It takes a 3/8 Allen. I'm using a big boy because they see a lot of, if you wheel your Jeep like I do sometimes, they get kind of crusty. Now, right now, and you'll need a drain plan and obviously the correct fluid and amount for your Jeep. And in this case, it takes just a shade over 2 quarts of ATF plus 4. And I tend to use Valvoline products. I have a drain pan, but as you notice, the lip is actually higher than the drain plug. So what I'm going to end up having is my drain pan under these holes here. It'll catch some coming out this way, but it'll eventually just be leaking here. And I'm lazy and don't want to drop the skid plate to do this. When I do my transmission fluid, I will drop the skid plate for that, but I don't want to do this. So I'm going to make sure I reposition. Try and stay out of your way too. I'm gonna take the fill plug out first, as I said. And you can see there, I had a little dribble there, so despite the fact that I occasionally see a drip of fluid from the flange here, I've still got plenty of fluid. Here's where I'm going to make the mess. And if you're going to make this kind of mess, make sure you have oil dry, which I do. God help us all. Here comes the mess. It's almost like I've done this before. Almost. Yep, it makes it a huge mess. But like I said, I have plenty of oil dry and I'll just sweep it up. So, got the drain plug. I like to clean it off with a towel. I'm trying to use the Scott ones. These are supposed to be lead free. I don't have any sponsors, so. But something I like to do is, and you should all do too, is always hand thread anything like this. Drain plugs, fill plugs, spark plugs, lug nuts. I'm at a weird angle. But if you have a hard time, you can always turn it backwards for a half turn. Hold on, bud. I don't really torque drain plugs or anything. I like them German, good and tight. All right, drain plugs in. Now we can commence with the filling. So, something that I like to do, again, not sponsored, I like to take the lids off, because this is sort of a pain. And I save these off of other bottles of fluid. You could say I'm a hoarder, but I think it's a good plan. You save these. You could use a pump, but as you can see, sorry for, put this in there, give it a squeeze, and you fill it until you start dribbling out this hole. Now you're gonna dribble a little bit, you get a weird angle or whatever. I usually kind of hold it flat until I get close. Start giving them squeezes. You can see it's still got some fluid in there. And it's dribbling a little bit, but we know that this holds like, actually I think it's 2.1 pints, not 2.1 quarts. I have plenty. I like to get extra, you know, in case there's a problem. Or in case you overbuy. But I got a place to store extra. And you never want to be caught without something you need. So. Alright. Well, I'm going to cut until it's full. So I was right the first time. It is 2.1 quarts. But another little tip, you know, I got all these. I'm not a professional mechanic, obviously. Rank amateur. But I like to take the top off, the one I was just using. Let me straighten this a little bit. And I take the one I was just using. We all know oil ain't cheap. And I toss it over there. And then I put this on, and we should be getting close here. I don't know if you can see that. Reposition it a little bit. There's a little more of a steady stream. Now, I'm going to wipe my pinky off. And I'm going to put it in there and feel. I still don't feel like it's full. Maybe it was 4. We'll find out. That's full. You can see that's full. Okay, so it was about 2.25, 2.5. I'm going to wipe this plug off. especially the inside surface. And I'm going to put it in the fill hole. Threaded it by hand. Nothing too super tight. I don't know what the torque spec is. Somewhere probably around 30. I'm gonna wipe this down. I am gonna come back and power wash it because it is gonna make a mess. And it did make a mess. But at least I know my fluid is good. And so thank you for watching another video of me doing stuff that I just like to do anyways. Again, if you like what you see, helped you out, like it, subscribe, comment. Transmission or transfer case fluid, we're all good now. So thanks for watching, and stay safe out there with the virus. Be smart. Some people think it's a hoax or whatever. Doesn't matter. It's right now people are getting sick, and you know, wash your hands, social distance and whatnot. So thanks again.